Okay, so problem now is 1 2 to 1 split a string in balanced string. So the first intuition I got is that it should be somehow like greedy. As soon as I see the split, well, it's split like on the left, there are like exactly the same number of right and left letters. I should cut it, meaning like the remaining string should be the optimal one. Like if the string has already exact like equal number of R's and L's, if I find the left substring that has like equal number of right and lefts, then the right substring also gonna have the same the equal number of right and lefts. So let me check what was I submitting. So I was submitting like 5 years ago. That's crazy. So what I'll do, I'll go for, so I have this counters left equals 0, right equals 0, and then for C in S, I'll go if R, so and then I'm gonna have the counter or like res equals 0. If C is equal right, then I'm gonna go right with us equal 1. If C is equal left, I'm gonna go left plus equal 1, and then if right is equal left, then I'm gonna go res plus equal 1, and right left equals 0 0, and z return res. Not sure if it's gonna work. If it's like there definitely should be the kind of proof that it's the optimal way. It's a max, like that's the optimal way to split the string, but let's check. And it seems it is. Yeah, that's quite weird. Let's check how I was doing that before. Yeah, I was doing that the same way. So it can be proved that, okay, if it's not that one, then it can be extended to the left, to the right. And if it's extended to the right, they're gonna have new split. And this new split, the number, okay, so the proof is something like this. So let's assume we have some at index I, let's assume we have at index I we have say Ri rights and Li lefts, and it's like equal. As I assume like it's not the optimal way to split it right now. Let's assume there is other optimal way to split it. So I need to go further to the right. Yeah. So I'm assuming that not splitting now at I, go to right and add more chars, so the split is more optimal. Let's say it was E1, or like, let's say, okay. And then let's assume there is other, like more optimal split. Let's go further to the right, and it's like at index j, and then I is going to be strictly less than j, and that for that j, the following condition assumes that rights at j equals left at j, and if so, let's assume v by assumption is more optimal split, but there is a contradiction. If Rj is equal Lj, and the previous split was Ri, L, and Li, I can always make out of this split from leftmost to J index. I can split those like the string into two, and the first part gonna have Ri equals Li rights and lefts, and it's gonna be at from index 0 to index I, including. And the second one split gonna have Rj minus Ri rights and Lj minus Li lefts. And that's gonna be the split for the I plus 1 and then up to j, including j indexes. And the only thing that I need to prove is like that if this is gonna be equal to itself, to this one, then it means that assumption that a new split is the optimal is not right, because I can always fall back to the split this new split into two, and they increase the number of splits to add plus one number of splits, because I split one, but I assume it's like already optimal. I split it into two, and those twos gonna be like add up to the total result. So the assumption was I made the assumption, it led it like that this split is not optimal, that's a greedy split, and it led to a contradiction, and it means like the assumption was wrong, and it's like this split is optimal. So why is this gonna be equal? So I already know that Rj is equal Lj, and also I know that Ri is equal Li. So in this case, if I subtract the same Ri from the left and right, so this is given. This is two facts that are given. So if I, how to prove that? I just subtract from this part, I subtract Ri, and equals Lj minus Li. Minus Ri, and Ri according to this fact like equals Li. Okay, Ri and this one the same. This one equals Li, and this is exactly what we needed to prove. And because we proved that this one is equal, it means that we found a contradiction, and if we found a contradiction, the assumption was incorrect. An assumption was that the first split is not optimal, and I need to go like further to the right to find more optimal split. That's idea, like trivial, but yeah, that's it. Let's try to submit again, and let's stop recording.